Now here we have question number 30. So in gel electrophoresis, separated DNA fragments can be visualized by the help of. That means we have already run the gel, the DNA fragments have resolved, they have moved through the agarose, and now when we want to see them, so we have to stain the entire gel block with ethidium bromide, but it is only the DNA which will get stained because it is an intercalating dye, and then we have to pass UV light through it, the DNA will appear as orange bands. So in this case we can see out of the choices given to us, the first one, ethidium bromide in UV radiation. So this would be our correct choice, that is the option 1. Acetocarmine is also a nuclear stain, it stains the chromosome, but this stain we use in the labs when you want to see the slides in which you want to study mitosis or meiosis, right. So let us move on to our next question, that is 31. So in this question, as you see, which of the following hormone levels will cause release of ovum ovulation, that is from the Graafian follicle. Now the Graafian follicle is the mature follicle, and this would rupture to release the secondary oocyte which is suspended at metaphase 2 stage out of the ovary, and then it will be taken up by the infundibulum of the fallopian tube, right. Now at this time the most apt would have been the LH surge, the peak in the LH hormone, but since out of the choices that we see it is not available with us, the best choice we will go with estrogen, because high concentration of estrogen, this gives a positive feedback, and that is why there is LH surge, and that leads to the rupture of Graafian follicle. So in this case, and I hope you all remember the level of the hormones as it is given in the graph, that nearing the time of ovulation the estrogen would be peaking at this time, then there is a dip, and then when corpus luteum is formed it once again peaks. So the option we can easily take up, that is the fourth one. From here let us move on to the next question, that is 32. So in this question 32 you see goblet cells. Now the goblet cells are the cells which release mucus. So these cells are present all along the mucosa of the alimentary canal, and these cells are modified from. So these cells are the modification of columnar epithelial cells. So this is a direct question and basically knowledge based. So if you have studied the animal tissues properly, you can easily do this question. So from here we will take on next questions.